watching that video made of when that guy was staring me creepily in the face. Oh my God, I didn't know there's a meme called Tasty Rainbow MF. Hey, I heard about that yesterday. It's like, bruh, I know. God, can you see this? I spent 40 minutes worth of pennies. And oh my God, it took such a long time to sort. Like 40 minutes for like all those. Dun, 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 dun. Da da dun dun dun, ba bum 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 bum, ba da ba bum bum. Bum ba 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 bum 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 ba da ba bum bum. I like that. Diddle. Wait, what's called the composer of this music though? The guitar is so freaking good. Ba da ba bum. Da 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 da. Mm 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 mm. Ba 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 bum ba ba bum. Da 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 da. That sound that. That bada bum bum. Bada bum bum. If I can find it. Mm-mm. I love Just Cause 3 soundtrack. It has got like the best video game soundtrack ever besides Minecraft and Terraria. Mm-mm. By the way, all those pennies back there, I stored $7 of pennies, and I only found 2 wheat pennies.
Are just driven to go the extra mile.
Don't
The
care.
desperation for online attention on TikTok is a poison more potent than cyanide, but it doesn't kill you instantly. It's a long, drawn-out, painful, and embarrassing death. And today I want to talk about someone who's got a very severe terminal case of toxic clout goblin. It's a TikTok psychic named Ashley. You might have even heard of her by now because she's made a name for herself in the national headlines. She is a self-proclaimed TikTok clairvoyant who uses her psychic abilities to solve murders. And she recently took on the case.
This is not gonna go
The real
anywhere good, is it?
Before Brian Koberger, the actual killer being accused here, the main suspect, was taken into custody, Ashley made a long series of videos accusing someone else named Rebecca Schofield of being the killer. It was based on nothing other than tarot card readings and Ashley's own gift of tapping into the universal consciousness. A YouTuber named Detozy recently made a great video covering some of her unhinged videos, but there are so many more. Framed her as the killer.
What
and
an ass.
convinced some brain-rotted individuals on TikTok that she was correct and Rebecca was the real killer. And even though Brian Koberger's been taken in with a ton of evidence against him, she is doubling down saying that they got it wrong and that she was right, and that it's the authorities' incompetence that's letting Rebecca get away with it. It's disgusting, really. Like, it's straight up just fucking deplorable. And now Ashley, the psychic superstar, is being sued by Rebecca for all this shit.
Let's go! I'm not saying because it's TikTok. I'm saying, finally, that support for Rebecca Schofield over here. Rebecca, tear their ass up. Tear her a new one, honestly. This is awful because she has no involvement. She's just going along her peaceful day, and all of a sudden, some loser had to just automatically bother them and threaten them of something they didn't do. And that causes mental destruction and devastation. Like, bruh, I would be so pissed if that happened to me. God, respect for Rebecca, honestly. Kick their ass to Timbuktu.
She completely deserves deserves to get slapped around in court for this kind of garbage. And I just wanted to go over some of this with you because I truly was blown away by what I was hearing from her. It's a really interesting look into just pure delusion. Ashley really thinks she's like Mob from Mob Psycho, like some kind of crazy, powerful, psychic, like, hero. But in reality, she's just dangerously dumb. And then accusing innocent people of horrible crimes.
TikTok psychic.
I'm sure he'll set the stage, but just in case anyone doesn't know, TikTok investigator made a claim that they found the University of Idaho murderer responsible for the death of those 4 students, and they said it was their professor. And when, asked about evidence, and the evidence they presented was tarot card readings, I believe. So, not the most bulletproof of investigations out there. But yeah, who's to go against tarot cards, right? You'd be a fool to bet against the tarot cards. But you know how that story played out? The actual killer was caught, thanks in part to a Reddit post that they made. And now I believe this lady is getting sued.
TikToker by the name of Ashley, she started creating some pretty unhinged TikToks claiming that she knew who was behind all of this. And this is with zero proof. Just visions. So disclaimer here.
Hey, and look how far Raven got with those visions. I wouldn't be shitting on that so heavily if I were you. You never know what she might envision next.
Before I begin this Who is Rebecca Schofield series and her motives for the University of Idaho students, let's just dispel the rumors. No, I do not know Rebecca Schofield. I'm not connected to her in any kind of way. I'm not emotionally tied to her or any of the victims. I'm not connected to anyone. I have no reason to lie on her.
But then, you know what? Who am I to chime in so early? She's still going over the process. I'm sorry for the interruption.
I did not just see her picture and name on the University of Idaho history page and then automatically feel it was her. This is not a feeling. This is knowledge. I have no feeling.
Knowledge from where?
I did a reading and I saw Rebecca Schofield on the history department's page on Rebecca Schofield and her connection.
Pardon me, detective. Wasn't one of the first things you said, I didn't just see her on this university page and start accusing her. And then immediately your process is, so I saw her on the university page and I decided to do a reading. Well then, this is quite watertight knowledge we're gathering here. Please continue to cook, I'm sorry.
Rebecca Schofield and Kaylee connected because she needed an advisor. She was about to
How does she know this?
It's called fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
She needed resolution for anything or anyone that was getting in the way of her ability to graduate about her sexuality.
What?
What is that?
What? Okay, so, well, guys, we're watching a video about murder, accusation, sexuality, and telepathy. What a shit show. Oh my god. I didn't know I'd see all those topics in the one major sentence, and one combined consolidated piece of, like, creation. I did not know that. That's a new record. That's just, man, that's some straight up stupidity right there. Holy shit. Ugh. Yes. Let's go. I know.
This is so much longer than I expected. I thought she just did like a single tarot card reading. It's like, look at this. She pulled the murderer card. So that's how I know she's guilty. She's just going through an entirely made-up story of fucking nothing.
Schofield is in a dreamlike state. She's opened up that passion that she had suppressed for women that was now placed on Kaylee.
What?
She's explaining it like it's some random fanfic. There's fanfics written about me that are, like, have similar...
About her desire for her, but also her desire for women and how she suppressed those desires because of tradition and societal viewpoints.
She wanted so badly to write the next 50 Shades of Grey, but wasn't able to actually find success on any of those erotic adult fan fiction sites. So to do it, but she's using an actual case of murder. Accusing a real person of being the murderer.
She said that she was so introspective that she lost her connection to her husband. and that she needed to focus on her finding her truth and her.
Speaking of,
Well, guys, I guess according to you, if you desire your own sex, you might be a murderer. I'm not trying to interpret that as if bad, but that's kind of what I'm getting from her. Well, God forbid. Well, oh no, no, I guess Helen no, sorry, I can't. Helen DeGeneres. Sorry, I can't even get people straight. That's not no pun intended. Well, I guess Helen DeGeneres is guilty now. Well, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I guess she's guilty because of what this dumbass said on the internet. Like, do you even have enough brain power? Like, what's it called? Your brain power is on par with a sunflower that's wilting after winter hit, dude. Your brain power is comparable to a freaking rock sitting in the, I don't know, the bottom of a river. You would let's call it, you are more forgetful than a goldfish. You're stupider than a sea cucumber, dude. Oh my god.
I want to see a little bit more about the lawsuit first. This is far more wild than I expected.
It is wild.
For sure, this was just going to be a quick cut and dry, hey, tip Fedora, I pulled out my tarot card readings today, and look who turned out to be a murderer. This lady. Case closed. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
15-minute audio book of like a girl
SDFU,
on
nobody
sexual
cares about your robot
erotica.
fanfic.
What was her name? Warlock Holmes.
Warlock Holmes.
That's pretty good. I like that. Here it is. Professor Sue's TikToker who accused her in University of Idaho murders. It's a defamation lawsuit. Here, let me just pull it up. I don't know why I'm just going to read it to you like it's story time.
Let's say, that's wild. Well, guys, apparently, according to Ashley, the TikToker, I guess your preference makes you more susceptible to murder. I mean, yeah, sure, that definitely happens. It's 100% true. You can't prove that false. Like, do you really think you could prove that false? Yeah, you pea brains. You really think you could prove this TikToker, this almighty god amongst our society? I'm just kidding. Like, she's literally stupid as hell. So basically, I did not know this, but there's this this fortune teller who's accusing a woman by the name of Rebecca Schofield of murdering the Idaho teens a few days ago or a few weeks ago, even though we've already found the culprit and we have evidence to support that he did it, and we have him in custody, although she is doubling down. Yes, guys, in 2022, with the most advanced forensic science on Earth, yes, telepathy is the answer. Maybe, like, I don't know, the next dimension over, but no. Like, I don't get it. Man, people are just stupid, bruh. Bruh, literally, this woman's brain is like me on Tuesdays and Mondays at 9 o'clock at my job because I'm working overtime and working really hard. Her brain works overtime and it doesn't get paid, bruh. Just saying. Yeah, I want to hear about this.
Has she not said anything like public? Hold on, let me go to her TikTok.
I'd be so mad if this
she
happened.
doubling down? How old is this? This is 6 days ago. She's in here. She's still going. Rebecca Schofield, not the murderer, by the way. Just a completely random person she did a tarot card reading on. Rebecca Schofield's alibi, part 2. Murderer of 4 University of Idaho students. This would still be after they caught the real murderer. And she's still going.
It seems to be an impossible task. Said before.
because it is. You did a terrible reading. It is an impossible task. This is after they caught the murder, though.
God.
It was fresh, you know, and I laughed at it. Didn't take it too seriously. But they keep saying the same thing because they lack creativity. They lack spirit. So they don't have a creative.
She literally sounds. She sounds like she's in one of those, like. She sounds like she's in one of those groups that's like. Access your inner mind. Yeah. She sounds like she's in a cult. Like, we access your spiritual mind, unlock your potential, and show the. Oh God, it's so funny. She sounds like she's in the freaking Illuminati or something. Bro sounds like these people are spiritually locked. They think the Earth is round. No, it's flat. And essential oils and magical gems. In order to, in order to access my powers. I got it. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun with this. God, I love these type of people. They are just. It's like you go home and you think, what did I do? Today could have been a better day. And you see one of these people, and it's like, wow, my life doesn't suck. I don't feel the urge to douse my own eyeballs with bleach. It's just happy. It's amazing in my opinion. Like it's amazing. Love it. Hate to not see it.
Innocent elderly woman of being a murderer. What do you mean creativity and having fun with actual dead college kids and trying to pin it all on just some lady? Oh my God, what the fuck? The lack of remorse. The lack of shame.
Someone waits to I post to say the same thing over and over. It's demonic, and it should be embarrassing. That's why a lot of them have fake pages. They're embarrassed to do it on their own page.
I will give her something. The lack of shame is refreshing. She's putting her whole face in here, saying it with her whole chest, being blatantly wrong. I appreciate that. That is nice to see. At this point, it's obvious. Rebecca Schofield silenced Kaylee through her ex. She wanted to silence me, so she contacted my ex. She needs like a legitimate psychiatric evaluation. This is like dangerously stupid. Holy shit, this is actually nuts. I thought for sure she'd be like, oh, it looks like I may have been wrong.
I'd sue her for defamation too.
Like, try and save some face, but she's just doubling down on it.
Wants to be with Kaylee. She had a deep desire for her. It feels like love. Infatuated.
I understand why this Rebecca Schofield person is suing her, because this is just insane.
Or satisfied physically.
No, like actually true. I totally get it.
Imagine
She's on some really, like, pure, like, cocaine or something. She's, like, on some really good stuff because she's just so delusional. She's on, like, crack or meth or something. I don't even know. Maybe she's been smoking too much of the devil's substance, you know what I mean? Like, she's been smoking the magical plants from Stranger Things. She's been doing some really interesting stuff because, honestly, she's a dumbass.
because this is just insane.
Or satisfied physically.
No, like actually true. I totally.
Imagine you're a professor.
To make sure he has plenty of resources so that he can accurately put the energy in to manifest his dreams and his best life. She said his dreams are worthy of living. She said that he wasn't too old to learn and that
This
his
is like a
talents
plot
have
to an
yet to be
anime.
discovered. She then asks,
And then he learned to do the Kamehameha wave. And then he trained on King Kai's planet.
I haven't been sued, so that's why some demand letters you take serious.
Man, it's
especially
looking a
if
lot
you
like
do
Christmas over
something
there.
wrong. But the ones that
The
are used
lawsuits
as
are
a scare
coming.
tactic,
Yeah, that video aged very poorly.
I think that's how y'all want me to feel about a measly ass $75,000 lawsuit that I'm gonna win.
That's such a good filter. I thought it was real at first. That filter gets me every time. I love that fucking filter. No, I mean $75,000 lawsuit's not great. Like you don't have to pretend. I know that hurts. That hurts anyone. That's a lot of fucking money. I don't know why we're like posturing here. That shit hurts.
Oh my god. discovering things about her. Because now everything I find out about her crime she committed of ordering of the 4 University of Idaho students, I have to save it.
You don't have to save it. There's no point in saving it. Just say whatever you have now, because it's gonna come out in court anyway. So, oh my goodness.
I really
don't
hope
think
this
she
is a
has
public
anything,
trial.
because you're really
Holy
sitting on
shit, I
so
need
much
to see
information from, what, a tarot card reading? Oh my god.
Like, I have physical evidence against Rebecca Schofield that
Physical evidence. So what? You got like, do you have DNA? Do you have a hair? Do you have bullet? Do you have like gunpowder residue on a shirt? Do you have anything? No, you don't, because you have no association with this shit. You do not know them. You are not related to them. You have no connection to these people. You need to leave them alone, honestly. Like, if you're gonna accuse them, leave them the hell alone. They don't need this. What's it called? God, people just need to mind their freaking business. Sometimes this is just nosy. She is like, oh, I'm gonna accuse someone of murdering them. You have no evidence at all. You can't prove it.
everything that I've said about her, but I can't speak on it now because
I would love
You-
to see the physical evidence.
Guys, I have evidence that I know where. Like, let's go. I have evidence on this murder. However, I'm not gonna show right now. Yeah, you gotta have to wait. Let's go. Darn it, I don't have the evidence. Crap, I'd have to wait now. Crap.
As to confirm that Rebecca Schofield was trying to get into a romantic relationship with Kaylee, and that Rebecca Schofield was struggling with her own internalized lesbianism and all that shit. And then talking about like how she had plans to leave her husband in order to spend the rest of her life with Kaylee, and then having to hire an assassin to take her out. I would love to see the physical evidence she had for those claims. Oh, true, the tarot cards. That doesn't lie. That's a good point. I didn't even think about the tarot cards. That is going to be a crucial piece of evidence.
Hey, Adam! No.
You could be my driver's sister.
You're gonna. So she's saying she murdered somebody because she's a lesbian? Be very careful. I don't think you should tread into those territories. That's a good way to speedrun people getting really pissed at you. Like, I wouldn't go in those waters. They're not good waters to go in, buddy. That is a road to controversy right there. Yeah, that's gonna haunt her ass real fast, dude.
She has an alt account, Ashley is God in the flesh, and she posts there frequently, updated 3 hours ago, and said the investigators are wrong, and she did the right thing, using her gift for right reasons. Oh, yeah, good, there's still more. Ashley is God in the flesh, huh? That's like a major sin, by the way. She seems to be very religious. To claim that you are God is like a major no-no. It's like she never even read the Bible or knows anything about it for some reason. God fucking smited an entire town for making that golden statue of whatever it was.
then they took the bait with Brian Kohlberger. Brian Kohlberger didn't make the smartest decision regarding the murders, but he didn't commit the murders. So the people that they should have been arresting is Rebecca Schofield and Jack DePore. So stop blaming me for other people's ignorance, incompetence, or negligence.
That's amazing.
That's
Holy Lord.
no kidding.
What in the world? What a load of horseradish. Orders. Not to mention, Brian is 100% sure to be exonerated. I want to keep up with every commenter as well and see what happens when it turns out Brian is most likely the murderer. I hope, Rebecca, if you're watching, I hope you will make the trial with Ashley live streamed. That would be one of the most entertaining fucking things, because I know Ashley's going to represent herself. I had students on my Ouija board. I have no doubt she would.
I should be laughing. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Maybe Ashley does have spiritual powers. Holy Lord. Oh, I'm under a psychic attack. One of my little Warframe figurines fell over. Okay, never mind. Ashley's powerful. I take it back. Holy shit. She's got gifts no mortal was meant to wield. How are you jump scared easily? I'm not at all. I didn't expect an entire fucking Warframe figurine to fall over. What the fuck do you mean? That's like the exact opposite of being jump scared easily. It was a loud noise. Could you not hear it on stream? She's got this Shungite now. Oh no. Her staff of Shungite. She has a whole blog on her website of her solving the case. No way. So she calls herself clairvoyant, saying she's blessed with the ability to access and interpret information from the universal consciousness. Huh.
What?
Use my ability to help solve mysteries and see beyond the surface of people, places, and things. Oh, yeah.
Crackhead.
Blog. Solving the mystery of the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students. She's been tracking this whole thing. This is just horrible. It's real people that she's accusing of being the murderers.
I tried 3 different e-commerce platforms, and none of them were working for me.
That's not surprising. Bruh! Like, oh my god. Hmm. Then it changes suck.
Alright, what's
I have
going
to
on,
change.
everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, man, I have a pretty unfortunate update to make, and, I've been thinking about this over the last few days, kind of watching this situation unfold, trying to learn as much as I can about the situation, to really kind of see, like, what exactly I need to do to kind of adapt to the new YouTube guidelines and policy changes, but unfortunately, I've kind of come to the conclusion of what I'm going to have to do. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about some of these new YouTube policy updates and changes. We're going to talk about, why especially they could affect people like me. I mean, let's just call it what it is. I know there's a lot of YouTubers who, they automatically stay family friendly. They don't cover controversial topics. They don't swear in their videos. They don't try to use, violent quote-unquote gameplay, things like that, right? And, I don't disrespect them for that. I know a lot of people say, oh, these people, they're switching up, they're changing up so they can just bless that YouTube algorithm. And I think people who say things like that really don't understand the severity of not doing something like that. I mean, in a day and age
I agree.
where people like me,
If you do really anything,
you know what I mean? Like, this is my livelihood. This is my main source of income. I've built
It
this
is.
channel over the course of almost 11 years now. I've worked on it since I was a teenager, you know what I mean? Like, it's my baby, right? Like, it's my life's work in a lot of ways. It's a huge project for me, and I have an employee even at this point. So it really is bigger than just me at this point. So unfortunately, with some of the new changes that have come to YouTube, there's going to have to be some minor, I will say, changes to the content here on the channel in order to avoid things like demonetization, content algorithm suppression, things like that, right? And it's unfortunate. I don't really want to do it, but sometimes you have to make uncomfortable decisions and make these kinds of decisions to better the outcome for your brand or your channel. And, like I said, I mean, I have an employee, dude, and he helps me with a lot. He really helps me keep this channel going. He helps record a lot of the gameplay that you guys see in these videos, doing the social posts that we share across social media, editing YouTube shorts, eventually going to even potentially get into editing some of the main channel content here for you guys too. And he's a great employee. I don't want to lose him. I don't want, to have to downscale more or anything like that to try and, basically so I can, cuss in YouTube videos. So, yeah, there's some changes that are happening on YouTube. And a lot of people have already talked about them and covered them
but I wanted to come on here and give my 2 cents on the entire thing and really kind of just discuss everything about it. So one of the major things that I want to talk about in today's video is swearing. Now, obviously, I cuss a lot in my YouTube content. I have a tendency of throwing out the F-bomb, you know, all kinds of different words, right? I just cuss whenever it comes to mind. Usually I never really thought twice about it because, well, it's never really been something that's negatively impacted me here on the channel, and it's never been something that I figured I really had to worry too much about. But YouTube has made some changes that essentially are targeting and punishing swearing a lot more. For instance, one of these changes, from the way I understand things, is any sort of over-the-top vulgarity inside the first 8 seconds of a YouTube video is an automatic demonetization. So, for instance, if I've said the F word in, like, the 6th second, you know, I could basically just simply not make money for that entire piece
That's
of content
stupid.
that I created that day. And you guys know, here on the channel, I try to upload at least, like, once a day, once every other day, so, like, I'm constantly making content.
What's it called? Literally, why is the point of demonetization? You literally have a kids channel. You know what? It doesn't matter. Oh, there could be kids on normal YouTube. Well, guess what? Who cares? They have their own platform. They should stay on their own platform. Unless they want to hear somebody curse or do anything. This is our platform.
But if you don't make content, you don't realize how demoralizing it is, especially, like I said, when you have people who are dependent on the success of your channel outside of you. It's really hard to kind of understand how demoralizing it is when, you know, you could basically say, like, fuck in the 8th second of the video and you don't make any money at all because of that. So apparently a lot of these swearing changes and whatnot are being made to probably please advertisers. That's what a lot of these changes are always made for and everything. But what I don't understand about that is, I mean, turn on your television, right? You can see like 300 different movies on cable television playing at any given time that include swearing, that include sexual content, that include drug use, that include anything, right? Just like anything you would think is bad or that YouTube would think is bad. And every major brand in the world is advertising on it. You know, you get a fucking Coca-Cola ad after that video or after that clip, you know? You're watching Breaking Bad or something on TV, they're cooking meth in the next room. Next thing you know, you got that Whopper commercial from Burger King playing, right? Or for an even better example, I don't know if you guys watch the NFL, but unfortunately on Monday Night Football, just this last week, there was a situation with the Bills safety Damar Hamlin where he unfortunately suffered cardiac arrest on the field and collapsed. He nearly died. They had to resuscitate him twice. He's still recovering in the hospital. They had to cancel the game. But immediately after he was injured, they literally played a Burger King commercial. This man was dying on the field, and they played a Burger King commercial. But on YouTube, if you say fuck in the 6th second of a YouTube video, apparently Burger King no longer sees that as advertisable. But once again, they'll monetize damn near anything on TV or on the radio or any other, I guess, medium. Well, let's be real, these mediums are dying out. So it's just nuts, right? Because, like, how many people really care about these things? Like, I've gotten, you know, a couple, like, angry emails from parents, like, hey, you cuss too much in your YouTube videos, my kid doesn't need to be hearing that. And the response is always the same, like, if you don't want your kids hearing that, don't let them watch my content.
Exactly.
If you're offended by me swearing,
then don't watch him.
Honestly, just be a chump to be offended by that, in my personal opinion. Then don't watch my videos. It's that simple.
It is that simple.
Other people on YouTube that you could be watching right now, but instead you're getting upset because I said shit in front of your kid or whatever, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, if you don't want to hear it, don't let your kids watch the content. Don't watch the content yourself. That's the way I've always viewed it. But YouTube has gotten to a point now with these changes that people are getting smacked. I mean, a lot of content creators have come out talking about it, and even like minute usage of these kinds of words and stuff has gotten to the point where they're getting demonetized. And what a lot of people don't understand about demonetization is it goes further than me not making that money off that video. If 3 of my videos got demonetized a month and I lost ad revenue on them, it wouldn't kill my bottom line. That would be okay. I mean, sure, I'd be kind of working for free those days, unfortunately, but I mean, I did that for half a decade before I even made a dime off of YouTube. It's nothing new to me. So that wouldn't even be the biggest part of it. The biggest part of it is when your video is demonetized, you're essentially restricted in the algorithm from that point forward. And this has been proven time and time again, even not only through my own analytics, but through the analytics of hundreds, if not thousands, of other creators that have spoken out about this issue. So essentially, if your video is demonetized on the platform, your videos are going to get shelved. You're not going to be in the algorithm. You know what I mean? That video is not getting promoted as much. And there's an obvious motive behind it because, well, why would YouTube promote content that they're not monetizing and actually profiting off of? So we got the motive and everything there. I mean, it's just kind of proof. You know, there's proof behind it. We've talked about this before on this channel. There's a lot of other people talking about it, but that's not the only issue, right? Obviously, I'm a gameplay commentator. That's kind of what I've been categorized as through my content, and I have no problem with that categorization, but the real issue at hand with that is now YouTube is also becoming a lot more tough about the gameplay options that people use in their
Which is
content.
stupid. I said this once, and I'm gonna say it again. Don't do that. I said this last night, okay? If you restrict the amount of violent content, like what's it called? What's it called? I get it. It's like real life where you literally see somebody get shot. That's something. Okay, but it's a game. You're watching somebody who doesn't even exist get shot or killed. Dude. No kidding. I actually love this point that Optimus brings up, that they advertise anything on YouTube. What's it called? In fact, I don't think Coca-Cola, like what's it called? As long as Coca-Cola does not, as long as like a brand is not, you know, it's not associated with a hateful organization or something that's racist, homophobic, etc., they don't care. They don't care if it's advertised. They don't care if it's, you know, adult content. They don't care if it's a kid's content. If it advertises to more people, they are interested. And it's okay for them to be interested. YouTube is actually kicking themselves in the butt because they cannot advertise on they cannot advertise anything. You need to know how to expand your options. If you have people advertising on more channels that would be, you know, seen as demonetizable, then you would make a lot more money. Everybody would make a lot more money. I don't get it. Actually, now you think about, what's it called? Who cares if they say the F word? Who cares about that? So, I bet you McDonald's does not care if they're associated with somebody who swears. Because honestly, McDonald's just wants money. That's all they really want. God, stupid.
You guys know, I've used some, I would say, mature-rated video games for gameplay on my channel for a long time. One of those, of course, being Call of Duty. We've also played games like Grand Theft Auto. A ton of different games over the years. Just thinking back on it, like all these different games. And there was a lot of gameplay options coming up that I really wanted to consider and use for gameplay, but I can't, because YouTube is now becoming a lot more strict about what types of gameplay you show, and gameplay videos that contain any level of violence that they deem too extreme are now subject to demonetization.
I'm saying this right now. Once they demonetize violent gaming content, it's effing over. It's gone. I will continue to stream. I don't care if I have to get demonetized. I don't give two fat shits. I'm doing what I love, whether YouTube likes it or not. They can suck it. You don't like me? You're gonna have to remove my channel. I will not conform to these bullshit, stupid guidelines. You know what? And if they do remove me, I'll do something that I've never wanted to do. Go to Twitch. They remove me and they ever do all this stuff, but I'll just go to Twitch. Honestly, YouTube is my favorite video platform, and I know how to use it. I know how to edit and work with YouTube like platform. YouTube, please get your head out of the gutter. This is making TikTok look good, because honestly, TikTok is probably less restrictive on this type of content. people are gonna want to go to TikTok. And you were the biggest website in the world. Now you got dethroned by TikTok. This is gonna let them get ahead. What's it called? I swear to God, their board of executives is literally ran by like apes, lobotomized apes.
So, for instance, I wanted to potentially have my employee and myself play through some of the Doom games and whatnot, and maybe use that for gameplay at some point. Of course, you know, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, I'll probably still use it for gameplay. I hope it won't get smacked by the censors or whatever, but gameplay that has gotten quote-unquote too violent, which they don't even really give you a definition of what that means, it seems like, but they're now subject to being demonetized, and that's a legitimate concern of mine, because obviously, like I said, I'm a gameplay commentator. You know, I don't record my face when I make these videos. I record gameplay, and we play that way, right? Because that's the kind of content I grew up enjoying watching, and I still enjoy watching content like that. So that's the creative decision that I've made for my channel. But I mean, we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful about some of the gameplay options that we were gonna use going into 2023, unfortunately. And obviously, the swearing will have to be toned down pretty significantly. Now, can I go without swearing? You know, can I make YouTube videos where I don't swear even close to as much as I do? Absolutely, I can. I mean, I've lived in the real world, you know, in school and whatnot. You couldn't just walk around saying whatever you wanted to either, but same thing at work, right? Like, you couldn't just walk around the job site just saying whatever you chose, right? But the thing about YouTube that has always drawn me to it compared to other career choices that I've had in my life is the creative freedom that YouTube was supposed to really generate for people, right? I mean, this is a company that when it was first founded, all the way back in the early 2000s, its slogan was broadcast yourself. You know, the entire option of being a YouTuber didn't even really exist at that point. Like, you made content for fun. There wasn't really such a thing as viral videos, things like that. It was just pure creative freedom. And even as a kid in the, you know, the midst of the two wars that America was fighting at the time, the economic downturn in 2008, 2009, right? YouTube became a safe haven for me. And throughout my life, man, YouTube has been a huge safe haven for me because it gave me that creative outlet that I always needed in my life. I get the privilege of having a job where I get to come on here and talk about whatever I want to every single day. And I get to give my honest opinion on whatever it is, whatever it may be. And people support that. That is a dream come true for me. But obviously YouTube has become so much more corporatized since then, since I've really kind of, I guess, started this whole initiative.
Yes. He's got a mic. Yes. Yes. Yes, he's got a mic. Wait, that's a Tediore soldier? Damn, that's badass, dude. Look at that. That's a Tediore soldier from Borderlands 3. Oh my god. Look at that dude. That dude's looking pretty sick. Dude, I don't like using Tediore weapons. Because if you reload with the amount of bullets in your magazine, those bullets, like let's say if I have 13 bullets left in my mag, you throw that gun, those bullets are gone. That's why I don't use Tediore bullets, because my brain tells me to reload after every 1 to 2 or 3 kills. And I reload too many times. Yes, it might be a me problem, but I don't like Tediores. I do like that flame gun, though. When I threw the flamethrower gun onto the floor, I heard it yell, "Nis, Nis, Nis." You could probably, you know what I'm talking about. It started yelling that out loud, and it was funny. I love that game. That's fun. I might play Borderlands 3 like another playthrough this year.
Back in 2012, and in that time, it's just become unacceptable to do and say certain things on the platform. And with that, I obviously have to now adapt. So
I don't know what you're saying.
Swearing a little bit. And the reason I always swore in my videos is because that was just the natural me talking. That's how I talk in real life. You know what I mean? When I'm talking to my friends, you know, like I'm going to a party tonight after I make YouTube videos, I'm gonna be there talking like how I talk to you guys right now. Because the truth is, and like I know a lot of people say this and it sounds cliche, but like you guys genuinely pretty much hear the real me when I'm making
No,
videos.
I don't know.
This is what I think. This is how I'm saying everything I say. But obviously, that's not necessarily valued on YouTube anymore. What's more valued on YouTube at this point in time is how much money can you generate the platform? You know, how family friendly can you be? And, you know, I'm never going to be 100% family friendly.
If you want, if you want your advertisers to go stream on family-friendly sites, you're not gonna believe this. Stream on YouTube Kids. I know that sounds like it's a lot for YouTube to understand. Just add on YouTube Kids. Dude, you know how easy it is to advertise on YouTube Kids? It's gotta be. You could literally make bank on that. You get your word across. Yeah. YouTube is so dumb. I don't want to be that cocky. YouTube, I would save it. You have 2 moves left. 180 IQ. No. Yes. Yes. Money, 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 money. No. 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 Yes. God. Only right brains people can get this right. Only right brain people can get this right. That's called. It's called. Only 2% can solve. 2% can solve. Oh, I can't. That's cancer. Oh God. Plug your mic in. I could hear something, but it went away.
Just a sec.
That's the only thing I hate about this controller. It's...
Also, can I join you on Minecraft?
Oh, I just, play alone. Is there a way to take these things apart without smashing them to pieces? Huh, yeah. Might have to put some lubricant on that or something. Need some, like, oil. I also need to clean my, where I grab the controller at, because it's getting a little bit dirty. That's a big reason why I don't like the color white, is that you can see the dirt and grime far easier than other colors like black.
Need a different remote be in a lit bit. Be about 10 minutes.
Aye, aye.
Hey, what's your user on the PS5?
I might tell you later though. I'm fine. Oh God. I felt like I was about to sneeze.
8.
Man. Now I've begun. I will now have decided I will now go to banks and I will ask for all their pennies and then I will buy them all. After I do this, I'll search every sample for wheat pennies. I must find every wheat penny I can find. Maybe even steel pennies. If I could find a steel penny. If I could find a 1944 steel penny, I could pay my entire car off with one swift auction and get some money extra. Now I'm hungry for those pennies. I've seen the minimum value of a 1944 steel penny be at $7,500, and some estimates go up to $200,000. I've even seen an estimate where the best ones can go for $800,000. Oh, they're extremely rare. Out of 750 pennies, or 700 pennies, I only recovered about, what's it called? 2 wheat pennies.